I'm John.
When I realized I had become the stranger.
Welcome to my podcast. It is, I believe, episode 14. When I left you last, we were listening to this song, Stranger Than the Stranger by the Snout. And this one has a feel, very heavy feel. Now, not well played, my keyboards, but there was a feel. It was a heavy feel, that story, about murder on the beach and killing an Arab, and it just it picked up a feel. And now we're going to move into Tokyo Montana Express. This is another, the music just happened, and then Mike seemed to just find whatever story is going to fit that music, and just, where, I don't know.
Riding on the Tokyo Montana Express.
But this is another Richard Brautigan novel, Tokyo Montana Express. And this is very slow, very strung out sound. Let's listen for a bit. Again, we are still in need of a bass amp in a big way. We really need a bass amp.
Riding on the Tokyo Montana Express.
Oh, here comes some keyboards. I'm assuming at some point I find a keyboard part that fits in a little better. Always takes a little while for things to come together, but it's something this simple. I should be able to figure it out. I'm going to move this forward a little bit. We're going to see where we're at there. But yeah, that heavy feel for Stranger Than the Stranger. Nothing great there, but we're exploring sounds, that heavy distorted thing, and we don't have a bass amp, so Matt's bass is weird sounding distortion in it, and it made for a cool feel. Not that the piece was great, but it was a cool feel. You hear heavy distortion, reverb on the drums, or a little hint of echo in the drums. But Mike's guitar is making a buzz under everything, even when he's not playing, because the distortion is so heavy. Here we go.
Looking for Komodo dragging at me.
All right, I'm going to turn that down a little bit. We're going to move forward. I thought that got moving, or at least it came together a little better than it was there, but I could be mistaken. The thing you do need to know is this is a tape I've listened to quite a bit. This was one of the 10 that Mike had. And I will tell you when that's the case, because I know everything on this tape by heart, basically. I've listened to it over and over again. And I don't know if there's anything on here that is really solid, but there's a whole lot of things that are kind of neat, you know. Um, let's see where we're at here. Oh, this is the one I wanted to get to. I think this is the coolest feel. Okay, I'm going to move forward a little bit to get to the good part here. Once Mike quits picking and he starts just playing a grinding, more less picking and more just a grinding chord thing, like a power chord thing, I think. And I get the keyboards, and Matt has told me since that the keyboards I play here are off key. I have no idea, but it's a really cool, like kind of throbbing keyboard, deep thing with Matt's bass and Mike's guitar, and we get a really good feel on this one. And Mike tells a great story about Rasputin and how he ate his own testicles on the day that he died. So let's just hop forward a little bit and try to get into that feel, because this one has a feel, and it really gets a feel. It's, you know, you may not like the feel, but it gets there. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, that's what we're looking for. I'm going to turn this up a bit. You can absorb the vibe while Nelson marks in the barks in the background.
Prince Nikolai and Rasputin, Fyodor Dostoevsky, and the symbol of Christ. Prince Nikolai.
Tell me that doesn't have a feeling of dread, doom, evil things afoot, because Rasputin was an evil motherfucker.
Rasputin, the mad monk, crawling around in his own blood, looking for his nuts, shoved them deep down within his throat. Rasputin, the mad monk, ate his own testicles.
So tell me that doesn't have a nice, just down and dirty vibe that I believe there are rock bands that could search for this vibe their whole career and never find it. And it just happened, and I thought it was really cool. Now again, it's boring, repetitive kind of thing, but we found a feel, and that was a really important thing, was finding the feel and going with it. And this one did that. It goes on for a very long time, and Mike continues to tell the story, and it's well told, and it wraps itself up nicely. And it's just, not great, but for who we are musically, where we've come from, this felt like we were fucking rocking, even though playing very slowly. Excuse me. We found this, and, I liked it. So this is probably gonna be the first time you heard me go, I like it. It's not, I'm all thrilled about any of the playing. It's that we found a way to play together and make a sound that's really cool, you know? Who cares what else happened here? I mean, Mike told a cool story. It's a neat thing. It's really rough, and it's very, very limited in, instrumentation, that kind of. But we found a feel, and that was cool. So that's the last thing on side one. So I'm gonna pop that tape out and flip it over and hit rewind and get to the beginning of side two. And side two on this tape, it says, is from, I can't quite see that even. 12/18. So side one was 12/6. Side two is 12/18/97. And the first thing on this is Adam's Only Mistake. And if you remember, we had kind of an Adam's Only Mistake thing earlier. We was talking about Adam and the Garden of Eden and how, his only mistake was to eat that damn apple. Fucked everything up. So he does this one, and it's just a little better conceived, and it comes together a little bit. I don't know about the playing. I have listened to it. I just didn't pay attention to the playing when I was listening earlier until I got the new stuff and started realizing exactly what was going on. It took me a while to just grasp that we had done what we did. And I still just kicking myself. I'm like, how did I have all of this? And believe me, we haven't even scratched the surface. All of this, and I just totally blanked it out, just put it out of my mind for well over 20 years and didn't even think about it, and had forgotten that I was really even a musician. And that's probably says a whole lot about me, my personality, and how I tend to do them till they think they're done, and then move on. And that's kind of like the music, do things, do them till they're done, and move on. So maybe I just hit a point where it's time to move on. I don't know. But maybe we all did. But we'll find out as we explore this. Let me see. Let's see if we're rewounded. We are rewounded. So we'll just hit play and see what happens here. This should be Adam's Only Mistake. We'll see how it starts, and then we'll move into the middle of it. And
drink of the nectar. It's Adam's only mistake.
so definitely finding another mood, another feel, a little bit dark. We tended to have a lot of little bit dark feels. It is still just me, Mike, and Matt, and Mike's doing pretty well here. I mean, he's making do with his talents and doing the best he can. Me doing the same. Very plodding. Let's get into this a little bit and see what kind of keyboards I was playing and how the music developed in the song. I haven't gone back and listened to this stuff that was on the first 10 tapes much since I got the new stuff, but getting the new stuff gave me a different perspective on these first 10 tapes, and I really need to listen to them again and see if what we were doing was happening in some of these older ones too. Let's see. Because that style we've developed became prominent, and I'm curious as to just how early it really got going. So the keyboards have gotten really down and dirty with everything else here. So you'll find that I love to use the little toggle or the slider things that are tone manipulators. You make it go wah, 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 or just run it up and down, slide it up and down in the tone. And I use that a lot. It was a great way for me to play something different. You'll find that I did overuse it at times, like every other effect that I found and enjoyed, but there are times when I use it incredibly effectively. I fell in love with the little thing, and on my new keyboard, which I don't think I have here, it had both the slider and the toggle, and this one I think just has a toggle, this Casio. You move it up and down, or you can make it go woo real fast or slow, depending on how far you push it one way or the other. And yeah.
Candle glue, and I saw faces smiling back at me.
So yeah, this is Adam's Only Mistake. We're gonna move along here. I think next is No Such Thing as a Righteous Man. Gonna keep moving. Excuse me while I hit my e-cigarette. All right. Oh, we're still not there. Like I said, these go on for a while. Oh, these are a little shorter because there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different things. That's it, but I'm going to move forward just a little bit more just to get into a little more of the meat of the playing that's going on there. All right, so Mike is playing this repeated guitar line pattern.
No such thing as the innocent man.
Now you're hearing Mike playing guitar while singing. All right? While he's singing, he keeps that pattern going, and it's a simple like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7, 8. He keeps it going, you know, and very consistently, and then keeps it going while he's singing. And we haven't really heard him talk or sing that much over his playing. That's what he does on this one, which I thought was a pretty cool addition to his abilities, you know. Like there will be times throughout all the tapes, I think, where he'll just stop and start telling his story. And there's enough noise going on in the background that it's okay that he's not playing along. I think my keyboards are hidden in the background.
And I talked to Chuck the other day on the telephone. And I told him how much that ship of his was worth.
Looks like they're kind of mirroring the guitar some. So
I gave him the phone number
a lot of times you'll find that my keyboards are muted.
He said he'd give him a call.
A little quieter than I think they ought to be. A lot of times I'll be using a softer keyboard sound that's less jarring. And those are because it hides my playing. You know, if I'm playing in the background, it's because, yeah, I should be. But I developed some confidence down the road, and then, yeah. It's interesting to think about that time. So that is No Such Thing as a Righteous Man. I'm going to fast forward. I think the lyrics in there, no such thing as a righteous man, no such thing as an innocent man. Yeah, Mike's ramblings. Okay. Looks like we're going to start something else here. All right. And this is called Late Night Drive-Through Motherfucker. I'm gonna fast forward it a little bit because I want to get into the meat of this. It's not a great piece, but there's some cool stuff in it. Mike's not a rapper, but he tries to kind of keep the words coming, and he stumbles a little bit, but that's okay, you know.
Metamorphosis re-rise. For it has risen.
I don't know where the metamorphosis fit in, but I'm sure he read Kafka at this time as well.
It has risen.
Giant cockroaches.
Thou bodily function, grinding it down to the crispy lake.
All right, so this is kind of cool musically. And Mike starts something kind of cool, but he kind of stumbles over it, and that's okay. He's just figuring his way. And this fast stream of consciousness is hard.
Take it down to the funky side of life. Take it down to the funky side where the lake would rise. Talking to the lakeside late night drive through motherfucker, dancing to the old man coming around for you in the late night drive through, coming at your motherfucker, laughing for a friend that has died, and he was risen for the life and the savior of his blood, but the motherfucker laughing at
that's got its own thing going on too. I mean, sure, it's not great, but look where we've come. It's kind of interesting, at least to me. That is late night drive through motherfucker. Um, Next up is Son of a Preacher Man. So Mike makes a song up about me, kind of, because I'm the son of a preacher man. And it's goofy. No, we're still not there. I've been looking at numbers. It looks like I maybe have 10 or 11 people that have actually watched all the episodes up through episode 4 is where I'm at releasing them, even though I'm recording episode 14 right now. I'm trying to stack them up because I have to work in September, and I need to have enough to keep releasing them all through September. All right, let's see where we're at. Oh, we went right past the other one. We missed Son of a Preacher Man, and we're right up to that last one. I know that one. I know all of these because I've been listening. Let's see.
Give us a long jam.
I think that's still late night drive through whatever. So maybe I was into the one I was thinking of, and it was just the Son of a Preacher Man was not that slow thing I heard there. Come on. See, now this is The Flame. I don't know where the Son of a Preacher Man is here. I think that's The Flame. That's one of those where, at the end of this tape, it says The Flame, and it's one of those things where we turned the lights out and lit a candle and played some really slow,
Jets. Waking us.
This must just be
Being
between.
the focal point of my consciousness.
I don't know.
Allowing the meditation
Oh, Jesus, Mike.
to see.
Maybe, I don't know. I don't see Son of a Preacher Man. I think this is just that flame thing. And I don't know why.
We can see stars explode and then are reborn again.
Ooh, I don't know if Mike wants anybody to hear that. That's so, whatever, cheesy in a way, but that's not there. I have to rewind. I guess I went past Son of a Preacher Man, and I want you to hear a little bit of that because it's on here, supposedly.
Curving round objects.
No, that's not it. Hitting the wrong buttons now. Oh, let me get a sip of coffee. Oh, that's good. Let's see. I don't know. And some of these sound so similar, it's hard to tell where one ends and one begins. No, we're into that thing. I don't know where that went. I'm going to try rewinding a ways one more time and see if we can find Son of a Preacher Man. Otherwise, I'll have to find it and maybe use it as a lead-in to next week's, or next episode. Not next week.
Daddy was the son of a preacher man.
Hey, no, we found it right there, right at the beginning. So basically, it didn't change from late night drive through motherfucker rhythm, which is its own genre. All right, we found it. And this will be a great way to end this episode.
Give us a long jam.
I am going to let this play out for a little bit. You have been listening to The Snout, We Were a Band, episode number 14. My name's John Dundas, and I'm really glad you stopped by, and I hope you come back for the next one. Have a good one.
Clear away the wreckage. New drums. This is a story about Camp Crystal Lake.